My name is Markus Mohr. I'm a fourth generation of a German jewelry company called Victor Meyer, which was founded by my great-grandfather in Pforzheim. It's the Golden City in Germany, the center of jewelry making, and we have started in 1890 to manufacture jewelry using historic techniques such as enameling, and we do the hot enamel, guilloché engraving, hand engraving. We do romantic jewelry such as lockets, and we are one of the specialists for fine cufflinks. I transform historic techniques into modern design. We have done this since 1890, and we do the jewelry in the same technical manner today. And my inspirations are, on the one side, our historic sketchbooks and our huge archives of historic books on jewelry. But I'm at the same time very much inspired by modern architecture, by modern design, and I travel the whole world. We have customers in 50 countries, and I take the liberty to take inspirations from many sources that I find worldwide. Our specialty in the manufacturing process is that we use techniques that have widely died out, they're extinct. For example, the so-called guilloché engraving. That's a symmetrical engraving on metal that has been used for centuries, but it has recently died out. These are traditional professions that are no longer taught, so we have to train our staff in-house, and we apply these techniques to do modern pieces of jewelry, like this necklace here, which is in its design language, it's more oriented towards the 1920s and younger, well, the modern design. But we are applying these traditional crafts such as guilloché engraving, and the wonderful lilac color, that's a technique that goes back to the early days of mankind, from Byzantine to Egyptians. They did that 3,000, 4,000 years ago already. It was perfectioned in France in the medieval times, and today we are one of the last workshops in the world that can do enamel, and we are one of the leading houses in doing the so-called guilloché enamel, which means a combination of symmetrical engraved patterns on gold with hot enamel fused on top of the metal. The engraving that is achieved by using ancient tools or lathes that engrave the symmetrical patterns on the gold surface, and this is done using, well, hand labor. And after that we coat the gold with up to 7 layers of enamel, each layer individually applied with brushes. We crush it, mix it with water, and apply this paste on top of the metal. Then we fire it in a kiln at around 800 degrees Celsius or 1500 degrees Fahrenheit. And then we polish the enamel, and to achieve this kind of quality we have to retouch the enamel until our quality control is pleased with it. And what is the beauty about it is that it looks like watered silk. You have the impression of depth. You look at the surface and you have the impression it's several inches even deep, but as a matter of fact it's only a very thin layer of enamel on gold. And when you move the piece in the light, you have an effect like with silk, that the colors are changing, the symmetrical lines are changing their effect. And the most exquisite enamel that we do is the so-called opalescent enamel. That's an enamel color that gives the impression of an opal. The reflection of the light shine in different colors, and it's the most complicated enamel to do, but also the most beautiful. We are at the same time using a lot of gemstones because I love beautiful colors, and I combine enamels with gemstones, but also with diamonds, to make beautiful contrasts or complements in the colors. It's quite a task to find the right stones, so I spend a lot of time sourcing for beautiful gemstones that I can match with our enamels. These rings are outstanding because of the combination of color, gemstones and enamels. It's a very rare combination, and with the beauty in the detail, we make a range of rings that really stand out from diamond jewelry or other gemstone jewelry that is available. Here we see a range of our enamel cufflinks, all in 18 karat gold, fire enamel, a range of strong color combinations. The quality of our cufflinks is very high-end, and we spend a lot of time developing them, making them and retouching them until we have a meticulously perfect quality of enamel. And each piece has its individual number engraved. It comes with a certificate with a picture of the piece and a beautiful box. And we treat them like pieces of art, and we hope that the customer who finally buys them also appreciates them as a real masterpiece of jewelry making. At Victor Meyer, it's our passion and it's our mission that we fuse precision with fashion. A precision that we have collected over more than 100 years in our workshops. We have learned from generation to generation, have handed over the techniques to the next level, and our influence is contemporary design, architecture, fashion, and to bring this together is a real challenge, but it's also our real passion.